VC. What's up? Um, guess what? Got some more stuff. Yes, I went shopping this past weekend, and yes, I found a lot of good stuff. So, to start off, just want to show a couple pins and that I picked up from record store. Went to, I think it was 2 weekends ago. I forgot to show these in a previous video. It's where is it? Used Kids Records, and this is the sticker. Used Kids. That was in Columbus, and one that we've been. That was the first time we'd ever been to that one. And then Magnolia Thunder Pussy, which that's also in Columbus. We've been to that one before, so I picked those up. I forgot to show those in my last video, so there's that. This past weekend we went to two record stores in Cincinnati we go to. You've heard me talk about them, seen videos I posted from Shake It and Everybody's Records. I'll be showing all the quote-unquote newer stuff that I got. It's not really new as in a new band, or some of it's a new release, but it's sort of a mix. I'll be showing another video too of some of the other stuff I picked up. But I'll start off here with Jello Biafra. So I blow minds for a living. I've seen this album cover for years. I didn't realize that I would ever run across it. So I was really excited to get a hold of that. And this is, I'm pretty sure that this is, yes, it is a spoken word album. And it's spoken word album number 3. It's a double album. So it's just black vinyl. This is on his record, Jello Biafra's record label. Hang on, I'll put these back in here. It's Alternative Tentacles. I want to make sure I said it right. So yeah, I was really excited to see that. Snatched it up. I mean, they had several of his releases there. Really, the most I've seen in one spot. And I also picked this one up, which I think this is the newest one. This one's called Jello Biafra and the Guatemala School of Medicine, the Audacity of Height. And this is an actual band. This is, I guess, his recent band. So, looking forward to checking that one out. And I think this one is just regular vinyl too, if I'm not mistaken. It has this little insert with it here. I'll show this here, because he always has some really cool artwork on all of his releases. And on the back here, you got all of this stuff. I think that's upside down. No, it's not. And then the inner sleeve. And there's the other side. But yeah, this one was actually on my wish list. So I don't have to wish anymore. You know, I have not all the Dead Kennedys releases. I have most all of them. There's just I think one studio album I'm missing, and then, you know, some of the live and compilations, I think. But Jello Biafra stuff, I think, is a little more rare, or at least around here it is, because I haven't been able to find any until, I mean, I'm sure all these came from one person's collection, because these are not, you know, these are technically used records, but they're very slightly used. They're not, you know, they've not been damaged or, you know, manhandled. I also picked this one up. This is Jello Biafra with No Means No, The Sky is Falling, and I Want My Mommy. Some great artwork on that one, as usual. In the back here, it's hilarious. Some really cool stuff. And there was a couple there that I actually left, and I sort of wish I'd have got all of them, but you know. In this case, beggars can be choosers. They have to be semi-choosy. I mean, I don't know. I watch some people's videos and I think, man, I need to slow down. I'm buying more than they are. I need to stop. And then I watch other people's videos and I'm thinking, I'm not buying enough. I need to buy more. They're buying way more than me. So, you know, it's not a competition by any means. But, you know, with watching members of the VC show stuff, it just makes me want to get it. You know, and a lot of it I've wanted it anyway. And then, of course, there's a lot of bands that I wasn't aware of that, you know, I see. This one, I was shocked and amazed to see it. Thor, Unchained. I have his first album, Keep the Dogs Away, that I bought used at a thrift store quite a few years ago. But this one, I think I seen someone show it not too long ago online. And, you know, I had to have it. Blue vinyl. You know, Thor it's just the best. I mean, as far as cheesy metal, it doesn't possibly get any better than Thor. I mean, look at the picture there. You know, just great. So yeah, I can't wait to listen to that. And this one also came with a comic book of all things. The first vinyl I've ever acquired with a comic book, and it's the full color comic book, and then there's the black and white panels there. But I mean, it's just, look at this picture here. It's just great stuff. If you're not familiar with Thor, look him up and check out some of his stuff. If you like I say, if you like cheesy metal, he's all about that. And there's a movie called Rock and Roll Nightmare that he stars in. You have to see that. It's like one of the best, worst movies of all time. You know, the fight scene at the end is just, you just have to see it for yourself. And this one, I read online recently that this band had I guess their drummer had left for the second time recently, and this album was their new release. I guess there was some sort of royalty battle or legal something or other because he left the band and he wasn't getting royalties or something. I don't know exactly. And they were supposed to pull these off of all of the shelves in every record store, pull it off of iTunes, you know, streaming and everywhere. And I lucked out because this record store that I went to, they actually had 5 copies of this still. This is Electric Wizard, Time to Die. This is their new one. Came out this year, if I'm not mistaken. It was either this year or the end of last year. And I've been holding off on this one for a long time. You know, and I haven't bought the CD either. Almost bought the CD a few times. But then when I read that, you know, they were pulling it, I thought, well, you know, I've waited too long. I'm never going to get it. And then I think both record stores that we went to this past weekend, one of the record stores I think had 1 copy. That's nice, clear vinyl, double album. And then the other record store where I bought this one had 5 copies. And I was like, okay, I have to get it. There's no way around. You know, I'm leaving the store with it. And I did. And I'm so glad that I picked it up. Electric Wizard, if you're not familiar, I'm having a heck of a time. If you're not familiar with Electric Wizard, it's like Doom, stoner rock, and they are like the classic Doom stoner rock band. But this also came with a download card. That's what I was getting stuck on. And here's the other album. And this is also clear vinyl. That's the clearest vinyl I think I have. I have some that's sort of frosted looking, but that one's definitely clear. And so not only is it a fantastic album, a double album, clear vinyl, MP3 download, but it also has this gigantic poster. If I can see if I can get it in front of the camera here. What about that? Now that's cool. That is ultra cool. And I don't know if I'm going to hang this up. One, I have no wall space. But two, you know, it's hard for me to take stuff out of albums when they come with it. But then to me, it just doesn't feel complete. You know, and as dumb as it might sound, I mean, it might not sound dumb to some of you out there, but I almost want to buy 2 copies so I can, you know, hang the poster up from one and then, you know, but I'm not going to do that. Even though I still can, I know where there's a copy of that. Also, this is another one. A couple weeks ago, me and Kat was at the mall at FYE. I don't know if you're familiar with FYE or not, but they have records there. They have vinyl. A lot of places are carrying vinyl. Some of their prices are decent, but most of their prices are quite outrageous. I mean, a lot of their Kiss reissues are just ridiculous. And even their sale prices that they stick on once in a while is still like, really? Come on. But they had this record, and I think it was like 36, 38, I'm not sure. But I'd never seen it in my life, and it's on my wish list. Electric Wizard Dope Throne. They had this at, I think it was Shake It Records that I was at this weekend. And I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was less than what they were charging at the mall. So I passed it up at the mall, I almost got it. But I thought, you know, I've got to get this. And this is on beautiful purple vinyl from Rise Above Records. And I don't know, I mean, there's just, and I've said this in a previous video a while back, you know, there's just albums that you see, or at least I think this, like, I'm never going to get that album. Never going to see it, never going to own it, never going to, you know. Well, it seems like that I have really good luck, or I don't know what it is, but I eventually find it. And this is also purple vinyl, double album. Not familiar with Electric Wizard. Like I said, if you like doom, stoner rock, you know, they're like one of the top 10, I'd say, of bands that you really have to check out in that genre. This is a band I wasn't real familiar with. I'd seen someone play a snippet of this online recently, and the cover is just great cover. This is a band called Gravedigger, and the cover there is just really awesome. This one's called Return of the Reaper. This is also a double album, and this is a German band. And I listened to this, and I don't know really what I expected. It's just black vinyl. But to me, it sounds like, if you're familiar with the band Lordi, it's sort of, the vocals sort of sounds a little bit like that at times. I think side 4 or side 3 and 4 has bonus tracks, and a lot of those tracks are acoustic. And it's just, there's a lot of piano, and it's just not as hard metal as I thought it was going to be based on the cover and the name. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is metal. It's sort of like classic metal in a way, but I think they toured with Helloween. So if you're familiar with Helloween, it's sort of in that vein a little bit. But I mean, it's worth picking up. It's worth checking out. This one I have on CD, but I never thought I'd see it on vinyl. Motorhead, No Remorse. It's a double album. It's like a best of. And I remember when this came out, like when I was in high school. I think I was aware of Motorhead through Dee Snider from Twisted Sister, because I was a big Twisted Sister fan, and he was a big Motorhead fan. So I'm thinking that might be where I originally heard Motorhead. I mean, I know they had a couple of their videos they showed on MTV on Headbangers Ball, but like Iron Fist and I think maybe Ace of Spades. This is black vinyl. You know, but all of their albums are coming out now as reissues. So this also has a download card, which I already have this on my iPod. Like I said, I have the CD. But anyway, they had a lot more of their other reissues, which I planned on getting. But this one has, you know, it has Ace of Spades, Stay Clean, Killed by Death, Overkill, Bomber, Iron Fist. It has a cover of Louie Louie on here. So, We Are the Road Crew. But Motorhead, No Remorse. You can't go wrong with that. So that's some of my pickups from this past weekend. Some of my newer metal, rock and metal, I guess. And there's Jello Biafra. That's not really metal, but it's still just as cool. So if you like what you see, please subscribe and leave me some comments. Correct some of my mistakes. Let me know how you feel about some of those bands, if you're into them or if you would like to check them out. And we'll see you in the next video coming up.